This ThatUmbrellaGuy.
Hey, we love that. Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
Stomping the floppy shoes so hard, it'll lead to class delirious. You praying to stop so much, it's like you're having a religious experience. Despite all of your denials, I know that you know me and your crew. Ask your girl the last time she phoned me. Allegedly, just admit that even now you sing along. And even after I wreck you, you gotta bump my song. You should copyright loser because the dictionary cloned you. Crushed so hard, now my cleats own you. It's that umbrella guy, clutching the verbal hammer, locking you down in this inescapable syllable slammer. You wanna step up and try to oppose me? Yeah, you should ask anyone that really knows me. I'll take your bling, your girl, your dog, and move in your home, only to get out the verbal flamethrower and consume your plastic gnomes. You drip, you whip, you ride, your bride consumed by this mic hitter, just to drop them on the market to the highest bidder. It's that umbrella guy, live from the hat rack, with elbows that hit so hard you'll think it's a nuclear impact. I mean respecting you, please, that's a word you'll never earn. Yet another lesson you clowns have never learned. Along with standing tall and pride and repping values that you feel, and not fake morals you found inside your happy meal. I listen to you with your speaking spell education, wondering if your parents bred with their relations. Wearing your big red nose and still thinking that you're a star, while you're forced to bump that umbrella guy inside your clown car. Yeah, it's that umbrella guy, broadcasting live to the masses. Timing out full, sorry we ran out of free passes. We gotta go further and not just expose you. Listen and believe royalty, we gotta depose you. Getting masked up because this flow is criminal. Dropping hammers so hard, they're subliminal. Unconsciously you want me to own you. As the parasol pope is set to dethrone you. And I'm out.
All right. What's up, folks? Welcome to another edition of Live with Megan. Didn't know Megan was coming on until I already made the thumbnail. I was like, hell yeah, that'll be fun. But
yeah,
nope.
10 minutes ago, I'm like, send me a link.
You know what's funny is when I started my intro, the littlest one came down here and she was like saying something and she hit my keyboard. She hit it so it caused my intro to blink 3 times. You notice it went in, went off, went in, went off.
I noticed that. I was like, what are you doing?
I was like, stop, go upstairs. Yeah, she smacked the keyboard though. She was like, "Hey, Dad," and tried to get my attention and accidentally hit the keyboard. I was like, "No, what's going on?"
No.
Oh man,
so funny.
Did you know that today is my channel birthday? Apparently,
I heard that, which is why I had to show up because I'm going to be here for your birthday, no matter what birthday it is. Your regular birthday or your YouTube channel birthday. Woohoo!
Look at that.
Everybody gets cake.
Yeah, I know. I was like, hey, I actually didn't even know this was a channel birthday. I was like, man, that's crazy because my legit birthday, my birthday's in a week, So I was like, man, I don't even remember creating it. I actually don't remember creating the channel. So, but they were like, hooray, it's your channel birthday. I was like,
I don't remember creating my channel either. I don't remember when it happened. People are always like, how long have you had YouTube? I'm like, I don't really know. It's been a long time. I can't tell you.
Well, it's funny. Like mine was a placeholder. And then I used to do all these reviews for Amazon. And I found that on YouTube, scammers would take any review from Amazon and they would scam link it. So I was like, hell no, that's not going to happen with, something that I've done. So I ported over some reviews. That's why you'll find like a sprinkler review or something like that every now and then. I've taken some down, but some are still there and they've done very well. But I didn't really start up doing anything until about, I think it was 2017. That's when all the comic stuff really kicked off,
My channel used to be all board meetings all the time.
Really?
Mhm.
That's
It was just
funny.
me going to board meetings and pissing people off at board meetings.
That's hilarious. That's actually that sounds like fun to be honest, you know?
Oh, it was fun. It was. But it wasn't real, it didn't bring in the traffic. I
Right,
mean,
right. No,
these
but I'm
days, board
sure.
meetings are like really popular now. So
Mhm.
like that's actually really good content right now.
Yeah,
But
you could have had it right now. You'd be like, heck to the yeah.
yeah, but back then it wasn't like a popular thing. And in fact, people were like, why do you waste your time doing this? It's like, oh,
You
I
know,
can't help it. I just love telling little tyrants where to get off. It's part of who
indeed.
I am. It's my identity. I can't help it. All right, I just have to tell everybody I've had a really rough week and I am already one whiskey sour in and I poured a double. So Lord knows what I'm gonna say. Just letting you know.
Yes,
Oh, and I have
definitely.
a new article. I have a new article out on PJ Media, by the way. I worked very hard on it. I have a new video out on YouTube as well, but they demonetized me.
Yes.
And
So
so super stickers are appreciated on
yeah,
the video.
go get it some traffic too for sure. You know,
Oh my
make sure
God.
you
It's just I don't know why. I think maybe because it has the meme of Laura Owens in the Halloween costume meme with her belly hanging out, the one that she sent to all the media and that she put out there. And I think maybe that's what did it because I had no swear words. I didn't use any of the language I wasn't supposed to use. So the only thing I can think of is that it's that picture of her, which she inarguably put out there. Like she did it. She put that out there on Reddit. And her lawyer has put it out there multiple times. So it is clearly okay to put out there. It's public
I just
information.
I've always been bothered by the fact that you know, again, this is not a shot at channels. I'm talking about the hypocrisy of the platform. You have people like Sammy the Bull Gravano who publicly admitted that he had killed, I can't remember if it's 12 or 15 people. You know, he's a huge mobster. He's part of the
Right. And he doesn't get
yeah, he talks
demonetized.
about it. He was part of the, you know, he was a witness against Gotti. Then he went to prison for ecstasy trafficking. You know, all of this other stuff. And yeah, he just talks bluntly about killing people and other people that he knew killing people. And I'm like, I have to censor certain words. Like for a year, I couldn't say Amber Heard. I used to have to say, you know, a certain Aquaman starlet, you
I
know,
know
things
that
like
was
that.
so stupid. Oh my God, that
Hmm.
was so dumb.
Until that trial was announced, they had something in their algorithm where they would not
I
allow it.
know. And when you were doing that, by the way, every time you would say that certain Aquaman star, I'd be like rolling my eyes. Like, I can't believe they make him say this.
I
It's just
know. I was like Voldemort in her name. It's very strange, you know.
that's what that's when all these like YouTube creators were calling Laura Owens Jane Doe. I was like,
Yeah,
she's not Voldemort. Like, you can say her name. I don't care what she says. You can say her name. And but of course, if you did, then she would try and contact you and tell you that you were doing something wrong and send you a cease and desist. She never did it to me, though. Wonder why
hey,
that bitch never tried me.
speaking
Try
of
me, bitch.
speaking of that certain person, Amber Heardlet, like check this out. So I got to
Oh, I
ratio
love
John
this so
Cryer.
much.
I
Did you see
ra-
my reply to him?
I did. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, John freaking Cryer. You would think like these. I mean, you know, this guy's got 375,000 followers. You know, I've got about 150, almost
They're probably
153.
all bots.
There's probably a bunch of them. I mean, it doesn't take any proof, right?
Yeah.
The guy who did this, in fact, he was asked, when are you going to put out the report? And he was like, well, I'm going to let the series speak for itself. I was like, so you're not going to provide any evidence? You're just going to say like these people said it's true. But it was funny because he's like, if you spend a lot of time on social media, Who Trolled Amber Heard is a podcast you need to listen to right away. And I was like, you know, Amber Heard cuts a man's finger off, and he's like, well, what about them bots? LOL, clown. You know? And I mean,
I love
damn,
that.
he gets 80,000 views on it. I get 8, and I still ratio his ass.
You
You
ratioed
know?
him. And also, though, look at the comments because the comments are great. Like, no one is backing him up. Everyone is like, you're a turd.
Yep.
You don't know what you're talking about.
He
Where's
was in there.
mine? My reply's
It's
not up there. Oh,
it's
there
right
it
here.
is.
It's right here. Actually, it got a. Oh man,
I said
You know what's weird though?
you didn't
Like I
even
know I
like it.
liked it. Yeah, I know I liked it the other day. You should have gotten, you know. So
Hey, Alexei didn't block you. He blocked me.
no, because I was one of his targets. They only.
Fuck.
That's what these people do in the media.
How
You
come
know, if
he
they're
didn't block me? I mean, how come he did block me and not you?
because you weren't part of the report itself. You weren't
Yeah,
one of
but he
the.
went after me for saying the F word.
Yeah, yeah. He'll block people for that kind of stuff and take shots, but they want any like if you're like, oh, screw this dude or whatever. That's why I don't
It's interesting he
share.
didn't block you.
Well, that's why I don't share their posts. I don't give them any traction like that. It drives them nuts
I'm
because
gonna
they want to
read
leave
my.
you.
I
Yeah.
want to read my response to
All
him
right,
because
hit
it's
it.
funny. I hope no woman ever beats the shit out of you with a vodka bottle, and people like you don't believe it, even when they have to reattach one of your digits. But yeah, sure, the internet was mean to her.
And you know, the reason I think Cryer is all over this is because they're accusing Adam Waldman of election interference. That's what all this is about. You
Isn't that
know,
nuts? They're trying to put him in a federal prison, by the way.
yeah. I mean, that's the ultimate retaliation. They went after his. They went after more than his reputation. Some people just saw it as a reputation, but like you said, like look at what's happening right now in politics. They want to put people in prison, you know, and they tried. They tried, and they had a lot of money and a lot of power behind it. John freaking Cryer, poor Ducky, man. You know, it's really
It's
weird. Oh, go ahead.
it's scary that think about our leaders and how many laws they break, right? How many like insider trading laws, all kinds of laws that they break all the time, and they're
Yep.
making millions illegally, but they never go to jail. But if
Nope.
you break one minor code, let's say, not even a law, a code, they can put you in jail so fast. I mean, it's terrifying, really. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here.
Well, what's fascinating is John Cryer here. I seem to remember him working with, since he's a listening believer, I seem to remember him not having any problem working with Charlie Sheen. And Charlie Sheen was accused by, I'm not saying Charlie Sheen's guilty of anything. I don't know. I've never researched any case on that. I've never looked at it, so I have no real opinion on it. But listening believer is just supposed to just, you know, you're supposed to
Believe?
can that, yeah, and walk away because that's the right thing to do. But instead, you know, I know Feldman accused Sheen for sure. I know Denise Richards accused Sheen for sure,
She
and
did.
yeah,
And there were
and
other people who accused him as well.
she accused. I remember her accusing Sheen of. Actually, let me pull this up real fast because I remember her saying something about
Denise
violent mood
Richards
swings.
was so beautiful back in the day. I
Yep,
mean, she really was one of the most beautiful women.
there
I
we
don't know
go.
what her, character is like, but she was gorgeous.
So again, this is during divorce proceedings, and when people can say anything, there's actually no there's no repercussion for saying things, you know. So people will say horrible things, but she accused him of
Then again, we're
prescription medication.
talking about Charlie Sheen,
Yeah, like
who
this is true.
admitted on television that he's so high all the time.
Tiger blood.
I got tiger blood. Dude, you
Tiger
can't
blood.
handle it. They made a song out of it. One of my favorite songs uh,
That,
about Charlie Sheen. Like
that was an
he's
insane
talking about,
time.
I'm banging 7-gram rocks. That's how I
Yep,
roll.
yep.
I mean, this guy, admittedly, like not a great guy.
But I mean, what she accused him of, I'm like, you know, all of this right here in the again, this doesn't have actual accusations. This is just a summary. So I'm not willing to take media's word on anything. But I would say yes. Okay, prescription medication abuse definitely is happening.
Definitely.
Violent
He
mood
admitted
swings.
that.
We've seen the mood swing. I mean, we've seen the volatile nature. It was caught on camera. I mean,
Right.
he's blasting, like you said, he's blasting rocks. You know, I mean, holy crap! It's like, man, I
He
don't
says,
know.
I have one speed. Go.
If he spit on like a DNA tester, there'd be so much freaking cocaine in there. They'd be like, you're like at least 97% Colombian, you know?
I can't help myself. I kind of love Charlie Sheen just
Oh,
because
man,
he's
he's
so
funny.
brash. He's
Oh my
so
God.
brash
I'd
and
love
like
to, I'd
out
love
there
to
with
interview
it.
him.
Well, he's so out there with it. He's so
Yeah.
honest. He's like, yeah, I'm doing crack. I'm I'm banging 7-gram rocks. That's how I roll. You know, I got tiger blood, man. You can't handle it. If I put my brain in your brain, you'd go insane. I
Yeah. And
love
then he
him.
ends up
I
with
kind of love
AIDS. I
him.
was like, I'm not surprised,
Does he
you know?
really? Does he have
Yeah.
AIDS? Is that
Yeah.
true?
Or he had HIV at least. I don't know.
Or HIV? Well,
Yeah.
is it
You
like the
know,
Magic
let's see.
Johnson kind that goes away in a few
Well, he's got
years?
enough
Or
money, you know? I mean, let's see. Yeah.
I
Okay.
will never
So on
forgive the
November,
system for telling us that AIDS was so scary and then Magic Johnson had it and recovered. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
so on November 17th, 2015, he publicly revealed that he was HIV positive, having been diagnosed roughly 4 years earlier. So all those women he was with and stuff, I hope he was disclosing that to those people. You know, because he had known it for 4 freaking years before
Well,
he
didn't
talked
he have
about it.
like 3 girlfriends at one time, like Hugh
Yeah,
Hefner?
that was
Like,
madness.
just-
I was like, Lord. I mean, that's too much drama. My favorite Charlie Sheen thing was like, yeah, I'm with prostitutes. I don't pay them to. I don't pay them to stay. I pay them to leave.
Leave.
It was
But he wouldn't have to pay them to stay. He would, of course, have to pay them to leave. He's Charlie fucking Sheen.
yeah.
Like,
I was
it's no.
just
I
like,
mean,
my
women are
God.
throwing themselves at him.
He was a nut, man. Between that stuff, there's the insanity that's going on in video games now. I'm gonna have a stream over this stuff because I'm not gonna hit a bunch of this, but this is crazy. Okay, when a guy is talking about, so there was a back and forth between a Kotaku writer, I believe, and somebody out there. She ended up contacting some dude's wife online, and this guy who is the creative director of a company here. I mean, it's all straight. He's protected after this and a few other statements, but he wrote the following. He wrote, "This is absolutely the play. We should be doing this with all these weird creeps. Track down their significant others and mothers and string them up."
What?
Yeah. And I was like,
Okay,
fascinating.
That's not okay.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
fascinating. Is that a company stance?
I
Stringing
say
up
a lot
moms?
of I say a lot of weird shit, but like I've never said anything like that.
No. Like I'm not. You know, you're talking about if he wanted to say go after, you know, a person being an asshole online. You know, he's not advocating. He's talking about going after random women, and this is all of this is supposed to be about protecting women. That's the funniest thing about, or craziest thing about it is this
That's
whole
so
thing. Yeah.
weird.
These people, man, they amaze me. Ugh,
I don't know. And they can get away with so much though, like because they're not us. They don't have our political bent, and so they can get away with so much.
yeah, but you know what they can't get away with is they need that money from the public. So more and more of these, like Kotaku just laid off more people. This guy, a lot of people are talking about, hey, yeah, your next game is dead. Like nobody's messing with it. It's amazing. Oh man! By the way, let me hit a couple of these here. If you
Sure.
love the channel, by the way, share, like, and consider funding the love.
I'm having the babies tonight. If you don't like and subscribe right now, having the
Oh, my.
babies.
Not live. No, we must stop that. I don't even want to think about what stops the babies. I mean, it's like, you know.
Abortion pills. Abortion pills.
I'm like, I plug it up with change. You're like, wait, what? Nickels for the Planned Parenthood God. You're like, what is going on? Oh, it's awful. Paul and Hero, thanks for the gifted membership. I love that intro there. Maria, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships too. Thank you for both of you. Love that. There's 4 here. I'm hitting them real quick. Phantasmagorical, thanks for 41 months. Thank you. Wow. Happy channel birthday to Hello Megan. I've missed you, Tug and Chad. Hey, I'm about 100 subs from 1K. So, Van, I think you can post links. I'm pretty sure you're a mod. Put your channel in there. Only 100 subscribers. People go there for sure. You know, I mean, you're close, close. Tongue, you're part of why I started my YouTube channel. Thank you. Much love to you. Hey, love back at you for sure. And Roy, thank you for 2 months. Celebrities need to stay in their lane and quit trying to lecture people on morals and politics. Yeah, I mean, that's a, especially, I mean, the obsession, like we were talking about John Cryer just a second ago. The reason John Cryer is backing Amber Heard is because of politics. He's buying into the 2024 election interference thing that guy with his podcast was shopping. You know, and that's
Well, also, let's not discount the theory that he wants to get into Amber's pants also. I think he's a straight man. Yeah.
is he? I thought he was gay. Let me check.
Did you
Yeah, I
know?
thot he was gay
Did
for
you?
real.
I know. I think he's straight, and like
John Cryer.
he knows that right now she's what's the word?
Oh,
I
damn,
don't
he is straight.
vulnerable, and this is one of his only chances, him with his bug eyes, to get someone as hot as Amber Heard. She's not wanted right now. He's figuring maybe she's easy. I can lay her.
I can't believe he really was straight. Well, he was straight anyway. He's been married twice, so to women.
Yeah, he's been married to women. I knew that. See, I knew that.
I've never
I'm
cared that much. I've never cared to
medium.
look.
I'm medium smart. I know about these things. You should trust me because I follow Hollywood for whatever reason, because I'm some kind of sicko. I don't know. I remembered him being straight, and he is. So I think it's about Amber's easy, and he's like, yeah, she might go for it. Just saying. You
I
can't
mean,
blame a
that's
dude for trying.
I mean, that's possible. I figured, I mean, I was looking through his timeline, and I mean, good Lord, you talk about obsessed with the Orange Man. I mean, he
Does he
posts
have the
like,
Trump derangement
oh
syndrome
my
too?
God, man. I mean, I there are plenty of politicians. I think I hate almost every politician, but I find that I don't want to spend my time talking about them unless there's like something going on that really just sets me off, like something in mental health or something. But otherwise, I have better things. I would rather watch paint dry than fucking talk about politicians.
We actually watched paint dry on my channel once. It was fun. It was more fun than you would imagine.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, my sister painted her office while we all watched during the Johnny Depp trial. That's exactly when it happened. During the Depp trial, during one of the breaks, she painted her office and we all watched. It was hilarious.
This is your new article. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna pull it up. I haven't.
Oh,
gotten
good,
read it.
because I worked on it for 2 freaking days.
Heck
I've
yeah.
been I'm having a lot of personal shit happening right now, and the shit's hitting the fan, and like I don't know if you've ever had like a very expensive week before.
Oh yeah.
That's
I've been
me. The
having.
most expensive week of my life is happening right now. And it's
Yeah.
not fun. It's not fun. So it took me a very long time to get that out, and also my video. So
Yeah. I would say this last few months have been awful on money. It's less having fun on YouTube, more like having a job, which is like I don't work 2
send
jobs.
breadstick money. Yeah, and then when you're under so much stress, right? You're not in the frame of mind to go live. Like I can't go live when I'm like all these things are pulling me in different directions, and I can't. I just don't have it in me. I don't have so then you can't make money. I haven't been able to go live all week. I'm just like in a whole different place right now. So I
Well,
decided to write instead.
yes. Oftentimes I find I don't know, things mess with my mood or things that I can't talk about in the moment or just whatever. And yeah, they they throw you off. I like to be pretty open on the microphone. One time I I used to hide a lot of stuff because of fear of doxing or whatnot. But after that, I just didn't give a shit anymore. But I don't like that. I want to be in the mood to live stream though. Like that's very
You have
important
to
me.
be, and it's really hard when you're not. And then like I don't want to disappoint people. I know everyone's waiting, especially because I said last week, I'm like, this week's gonna be fire, and then all the shit hit the fan in my life.
Right.
So I'm not able. I'm just not able right now. Like I can't do it. I wanted to come on with you tonight because I just wanted to, because I've had a drink or two. But like it's just
Hell
been
yeah.
it's
That's
my
right. I like
regular
to get
time. has been completely screwed. My regular time is from like 10:30 to, 1, 2 p.m. And that's screwed right now for the immediate future. So we'll see.
I noticed the word bombshell in here. I was like, ooh, bombshells. I like
Bombshell.
bombshells. I always like that word. I like shocking and bombshell. It doesn't matter. I think I messaged Megan on that before. I was like, hey, I don't think I've used bombshell in a while. I'm going to stick that in something.
You're like, I can't use it again. I already used it on Tuesday. It was funny.
Well, what's crazy is when you cover the same, like when we're covering this topic for live streams, I'm like, how many different ways can I stick Clayton and Laura Owens on this? I used to stick like if you look at the old ones before, like with Megan, I would stick a Clayton Echard like on her head or by her face or something, and hide them in there.
Just real weird, like in some
they were just
random
randomly
place.
in there. People are like, "Are you talking about that today?" No, that's just about Megan. I'm just doing
Just we got Clayton on stuck in my hair somewhere.
Yeah, one of them, it looks like you're wearing like it looks, from my phone, it looked like a little duck or something. I was like, that looks like a weird hat, like you're wearing a duck or something. And then when you zoom in, it's Clayton.
It's Clayton.
It's his face.
By the way, I am currently working on thumbnails for my videos that I have planned for tomorrow. So I have a video that's debuting. I'm going to do a premiere right after this stream of me reading Greg Woodnick's latest filing, which is fire, you guys. It's fire. So we're going to premiere that right after this stream.
Hell yeah.
And if you've noticed my new thumbnails, I'm copying Dave Neal on purpose because I think his thumbnails are hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm making my own Dave Neal style thumbnails.
That's funny.
You guys will have to let me know what you think of them. It's just me making ridiculous faces.
I do that, but it'll have to be in like the mask and the eyes.
In the mask.
You'd be like, is he shocked? Yeah, you notice he's got wide eyes. He's like, let's read. Do you want to read this or do you?
No, you read. You read.
Okay, I'll read today, even though it's your words.
It's my writing, but I want to hear you read it.
Bachelor. I'm going to read it like in my sports voice. Bachelor order of protection here. No, I'm not. Bachelor order of protection hearing reveals bombshell and Owens v. Echard. Man, that's why I want to do a live stream with Megan. I get in a good mood and I laugh about dumb shit,
That's why I wanted to be on here with you because I'm like, you know what? I haven't laughed in like 3 days. I need to laugh.
Oh man, there's so many clown cars to derail too. That's what I always look at. I'm like, well, we can take a trip under the big top and kick a few clown cars over. That'll be fun. The case, Laura Owens versus Clayton Echard. A former bachelor on ABC's hit television show is far more complicated than it should be, that's for very sure, due to the ever-changing testimonies of the plaintiff, Laura Owens. That is the understatement of the century. Very on target for sure there. Very. I mean, that's good. I like that. Owens claimed Clayton Echard got her pregnant with twins in May 2023, which he disputes. Yep. Indeed. He says there was never any sexual intercourse that could lead to a pregnancy and that Owens faked being pregnant. Advertisement. No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to read it. Look, I put it on. I put it on.
I'm glad
Brave.
that the advertisement didn't come up because it was probably something super embarrassing.
They were. That's why they were like. I can't remember the
like
last
hair implants and shit like that. Like we are scraping the bottom of the barrel for advertisers. So folks, please like and subscribe. Hit that. Go to PJ Media. Sign up for VIP. You can use my promo code FOX for a discount. But like we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for advertisers these days.
Yeah, when they're like, ever want hair on your back? You can get it. You're like, no.
Actually, no, I don't.
But thanks, PJ Media. They're like braiding services for your back hair. You're like, no, I don't need that. Oh, gross. Okay.
Ew, gross.
Owens took him to court for months and never proved that she was pregnant at all. Owens only produced positive HCG urine tests and one HCG blood test in October that showed no viable pregnancy. 2 paternity tests came back with quote-unquote little to no fetal DNA. That was actually, I liked going over that court hearing, because it
Oh,
brought
yeah.
all of this stuff back into the limelight. I think that looking at it, there have been people that knew about all that stuff from go, but I think one of the things coming in late, watching it and having all of this other stuff that we found out, being able to loop that in, my God, that has a real impact now. I
Oh,
mean,
for sure.
by December, Owens claimed that she had miscarried, but didn't know when. Since she has since provided 3 different explanations for the miscarriage, including a confusing description of vanishing twin syndrome. Indeed, that is a very confusing one. Early miscarriage in July, or when in October or September. I don't know when, but
I
hey,
don't know when. Well,
here's
that's
some
it.
clumpy
Honestly, like, it
pictures.
sounds so stupid. It sounds so stupid when I write it, but I'm trying to be as accurate as possible, and that's literally an accurate sentence. Read it again. How crazy this is. That she has since provided 3 different explanations for the miscarriage, including confusing description of vanishing twin syndrome, an early miscarriage in July, or one in October or September. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah,
This is
it keeps
real.
changing, and yet she's like, I've got these pictures, these very graphic, horrible pictures that, are gross and I don't want to look at or ever show on my screen. And she's like,
But she claims that, like, she thinks that might have been a miscarriage, but she's not sure. And
yeah,
then she tested positive afterwards. So she's still pregnant. It's all fine. I'm
yeah.
sorry. If I'm pregnant and those things come out of me, I am going immediately to the emergency room. Her protestations of, oh, I tested positive for HCG do not make any sense.
She's like, I've got a cannibal womb. That one was weird too. I don't know
Right.
what the-
One twin ate the other one, and then the other one then disappeared into my body and I absorbed its bones.
I know.
What?
It's like your womb eats babies like Kit Kats. What the fuck's going on here? I'm
What is happening?
confused. Oh my God. It did make me feel better though, because like I said,
Don't question me. I know what I'm doing. If you
oh
don't
my,
believe me, you're a racist or something.
all that fry in that hearing was amazing.
It was so good. By the way, thank you for boosting that audio. You did what no courtroom in America has been able to do. I think we should hire you to fix all the audio.
I can't, I ran it through I ran it through the same program, when I'm building up a video, and then I cleaned up the video as much as I could. I mean, it was in 320p. You notice it didn't look as muddy after I finished, though. I thought it looked a
Yeah,
little
it was
better.
better. It was better. I need to go through it like the one that you did on my
Yeah,
channel.
hey,
It's so good.
you've got the
So
link. If you need the
good.
link, anybody who needs that link can have it. By the way, I'm
I think you should just post it on YouTube. Why don't you just put it on your channel? It's public
maybe.
record. It's public record.
Maybe.
You
I'll
can
post it on
post
locals.
that.
I'll post it on locals, for everybody. So anybody can just go over there and grab it, that way they can do it.
Good. What's your locals? That umbrella
It's
guy.
that umbrella guy. I've been so stacked up this year too. Like I've been negligent of it. So I need to give it more love. There are some
I
awesome
just
people
hit
here.
my 600 subscriber level on YouTube, on locals. I'm so excited. That just happened today.
That's awesome.
And I know my little locals crew is like super growing, and like they're doing really well over there, and we're having fun over there, and they're the nicest group of people. I love them so much, and they're in the live chat right now, by the way, because I told them all I was going to be over here, and so there they are.
Ooh, much love to them.
MeganFox.locals.com. I have now changed my goal to be 1,000 subscribers, so we'll see if we can hit that soon.
Hell yeah. Hopefully real soon. When this case pops off, we'll see. There may it may get real lively there. So
Oh, this case is so insane. It's so insane. I mean, there's so much going on. I can't even wrap my head around it right now, Tug.
I can't
I've
keep up
missed,
with it all right this
I
minute.
know.
It's so
And I
much.
think there are things I haven't even told you yet. So as we go through this, I'll try to remember to tell you and
Okay.
the audience of what's gone on.
To date, Owens has not produced even one medical record showing she received any. That's true. Like no care, like nothing. She doesn't prove any care whatsoever with that, which is insane when you think about how much money this has cost somebody while they're going out and fighting it. You know, though she claimed she had a quote unquote high risk pregnancy and was seeing specialists in the field. Despite the alleged miscarriage, however, Owens showed up in court in late October looking heavily pregnant. Echard has alleged that she wore a fake moon bump. You know, that's another thing I thought was weird with that hearing. You know, the judge was like, "Hey, stand up," or or they stood up. I can't remember. And then he says, "I'll take your word for it."
Yeah, she half stands up and then he's like, oh, never mind. I'll just take your word for
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
Oh, come
I was like,
on.
damn, that's going to be my excuse from now on. It wasn't my lazy ass sitting around in COVID. Those 18 months, that was double pregnancy, baby.
I had twins. I was pregnant with
Twins.
miracle twins after cancer, and my ovary was removed, and I had PCOS, and but I was pregnant with twins after a blowjob. Sure, Jan.
maybe maybe I'll change that up a little bit, Tonsil twins sounds a little bad for me. I'm like, mask on, mask on.
Keep that mask on. So
Hell
those tonsils
yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Protection, people, protection.
See, that's actually why, when people talk about whether you should wear masks when you go out in public or not, I think Laura Owens makes a good case for it. I don't want to
She
accidentally do
does.
the wrong thing. Yeah. Yeah.
She does. I mean, who the hell wants tonsil twins? That
I
sounds
know, man.
painful.
I'm like, oh my God, a couple of cantaloupes in my throat? Hell no.
That'd be like worse than mumps.
Worse than, yeah. Yeah. What would you
Can you
rather have?
imagine getting kicked in the tonsils?
Oh my God, you kicked me in the throat balls.
The throat balls. Oh my God, my son and my husband were playing the other day. They were like wrestling or whatever, and all I hear is screaming. But I've learned a long time ago to just leave them alone because my husband does not appreciate it when mommy runs in to be like, "What are you doing? Stop hurting him." He doesn't appreciate that. So I hear all this screaming, so I just ignore it like I normally do. And my son comes downstairs and he seems fine. And I'm like, what were you doing up there? He's like, oh, just playing with dad. I'm like, well, what was he doing? He goes, kicking me in the balls. I'm like, what? What? What was he doing? And he goes, no, I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh my God, men, they're already starting with the jokes, with the balls jokes. He's 9 and he's like, what was he doing? Kicking me in the balls. Don't say those things about your father.
That's hilarious. I told my littlest one. She hears bad words sometimes, and you have to, like, a little kid hears them. You're like, you can't say that. So I told her, like, the worst word she could ever hear or use was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which she can't pronounce. So she and her sister were fighting, and she was like, they were play fighting and stuff, and her sister is older than her, so you could hear her lose it, and she screamed. She was like, "Super fragile," and then she's like, "Karate chop, karate chop." I was like, "Super fragile."
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. That's that. I figured out that's the perfect way. Just tell them a word is profanity, and when they use it, don't
that's
discourage that
funny.
one too much, and be like, "Oh yeah," and then later on.
So funny.
I'd be like my grandparents. So this is this is embarrassing, but I'll tell it anyway. I don't care. My grandmother, she was very conservative anyway. So when I was little, she called a penis. She would call it a pea popper. She told me that was the correct word, the pea popper.
A pea popper?
Yeah, and I got
no.
I beat the crap out of some little kid in daycare one time because he
no.
was like, "Your grandmama's a liar," and I was like, "You ever call my grandmama a liar?" Bam. But my grandmama says it's a pea popper. That's what it is.
Oh my God. Yeah, I realized the other day that we had gone too long without telling my son the proper name for things because he's like 9 and he's still saying Winky. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's time. We need to have the talk about what these things are. Because it just sounds stupid at some point when you're saying Winky.
I had a friend who told his son that his was called his underwear gremlin, and that's what he called it. I didn't know. He was
Oh my
like,
God, Laura Owens needs to keep her underwear gremlin under control. I'll tell you
I was
that
just like,
much.
he was like, Dad, my underwear gremlin. I have the brother hit it. He hit me in my underwear
Underwear
gremlin.
gremlin.
Oh my God. That's my favorite one I've ever heard. Oh God.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
I think I've derailed myself somehow.
I think it was my fault. I don't know. Just always blame me or Brad. Blame Brad.
I think I do pretty well on my own, and then when we get together, it's really bad.
I know, it's always bad. This is what happens when I go on anyone's stream. They're like, oh no, Megan's here. It's going to be a 4-hour stream.
Somebody said it there for underwear gremlin. They were like, "Don't get it wet."
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
they're
no.
multiplying.
Underwear gremlin. It's really one of the funniest things I've ever freaking heard in my life.
I was just like, "What the what?" Did he call it? Okay, I'm a
Okay,
professional.
professional.
Okay, here we go. I don't think I can do it yet. Shit.
I knew you weren't a professional. You're just a bunch of YouTubing assholes who think you're professionals. But look, you can't even get through one sentence.
Just all the gremlin rules. Don't feed it after midnight.
Don't talk about my underwear gremlins. They're none of your business.
You got to keep it out of the bright light. Oh, God.
What Clayton didn't know was that my underwear gremlins get activated by THC gummies.
Oh, actually, this was a good point somebody brought up. So she said in the protective hearing that Clayton was too high to remember what went on. Could he give consent then?
That's a very good. Well, yeah, men can always consent. You know, men are always responsible. It's the women who can't consent if they're high.
It's just crazy. I was like, wait, what? That's a very.
You know what else? You know what you skipped past? You didn't even notice, and maybe you didn't hear it. Was her telling the judge, "I was violently arped and assaulted in 2022, and so I've had weird hang-ups ever since." Did you hear that part?
I did. You know, there's so much going on. I guess it didn't register in my brain. It was like, wait a minute, what?
She just passed right over that though. Like I went to the grocery store in 2022 and they didn't have nuts, and so I was upset, and so I left, and I haven't been back since. That's what it sounded like.
Sometimes you feel
Your
like a nut.
Honor. Your Honor. I went to I was violently arped and assaulted in 2022. And then I was arped again by Greg Woodnick, who, he drugged me, Your Honor. He drugged me, and I sent you an email about it. No, wait, I sent the email to Judge. Who was the judge? I've forgotten now, but I've sent it to a judge.
Some judge, I can't remember which one. What was crazy in that hearing, too, that judge admitted that they had communication. And he was like, oh, I better not say that. You know?
Right.
I mean, that was wild.
Did you see Did you? I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this shit. This is so funny. So Dave's audience is so hilarious.
Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up.
They made a compilation photograph of the judge and Amber Heard in the same situation. Did you see it? Because
No,
it's
I did not.
freaking hilarious. It was the judge's Amber Heard moment. I've got it for you. I'm
Okay,
blowing it up.
I'm ready for it.
Is this not perfect? Actually, she came to me and I wasn't supposed to say that. Look at the exact same facial expression and body language.
That needs to be. I mean, that should be brought up. That's. I mean, that is improper.
Well, I sent a FOIA request. I sent a FOIA request to the court for any email communications between Laura Owens and this judge and any other judge and judicial assistants and anybody else in the courtroom. I have not heard back from them yet, but I hope that I will hear back from them soon.
Can you what if they don't respond to that? Can you follow up on that or?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Arizona has rules that are they say reasonable amount of time. They don't tell you a specified amount of time. They say reasonable. And in New York State has the same rule that it has to be, you have to get back to a requester in a reasonable amount of time. And you know what they think is reasonable? Fucking never. Never.
Like, hey, I just found this stuff out about Abraham Lincoln. Would you like to hear it?
They don't respond at all in New York. And when you call them and you're like, I sent you a FOIA 6 months ago, they're like, yeah, so we have a reasonable amount of time and we don't think 6 months is reasonable. I'm like, well, how much time would you say is reasonable? And they're like, well, we can't tell you. I'm like, and then they just never send you anything. And and unless you want to, I call the lawyer about it who sues for FOIA or whatever. And he's like, do you have $10,000? I'm like, no. He goes, well, if you don't have $10,000, we can't sue. I'm like,
that's
fucking A, man.
You know, and even if they did something that's improper as fuck. Remember that article I went over with the What the Hell stuff? It was talking about all the judges, hundreds and hundreds of judges that have been some of them have done some horrible things. And I think it was like 80-something% of them, if they're still on the bench. And the others, the only reason the number is so high on the ones that aren't there is because, you know, you've got to go back so many years and some of them have retired since. Most judges, nothing happens, even in extreme cases of wrongdoing.
Hey, I found a picture, by the way, of a real pregnant woman.
Okay, here we go.
Look at that. That's what real pregnancy looks like. That's me pregnant with baby number 2.
That's not real. I've seen the court cases. The bump is supposed to go all the way up to your throat.
So it's weird that the bump does not start at my clavicle. But that is an actual baby bump. I think I was about 8 months pregnant there. And then this next one, I was actually speaking at a tea party event. Look at me, like 9 months pregnant. That's what a pregnant person looks like.
I don't know if the womb is not creating a Adam's apple for you, then there's something wrong.
But just in case you were wondering what actual pregnant women look like, here's a good example. But yes, I had platinum blonde hair. The chat is losing their minds over the platinum blonde hair. I had platinum blonde hair for most of my adult life. My husband really likes it. And then my hair got like fried and I was like, okay, I'm done with that now. So I don't have it anymore.
No, that's AI.
But he's a very big Pamela Anderson fan. I'll just put it that way. He likes cheap looking women. I don't know why. But that's what he likes.
I don't know why. But that's hilarious.
Eventually you reach a point in your marriage where you're like, I know you like this, but I don't fucking care anymore.
You're like,
I love you, but I don't care about this anymore.
That's hilarious.
I was going through baby pictures, by the way. The reason why I found those is because I was going through baby pictures. Here, I want to show you one. Because
it's my dad
my senior is graduating. And so they asked me to find baby pictures of her for something that they're doing. And look. Aww. Is that not the cutest baby you ever saw? She was standing at 5 months old. This was on a trip to Hawaii. She was 5 months old, pulling up in her crib and standing. Look at that. Is she cute or what? That's Spawn.
Cute.
Those of you familiar on my channel, I call her Spawn.
Spawn.
Isn't she cute? Dang. And by the way, speaking of babies and baby announcements, Dave, Neil, and Tasha, they've had their baby. A beautiful baby boy with lots of hair. And I did get a picture, but I can't share it. That's for Dave to do. But he's all wrapped up in a little bundle. So cute. No, she's not a redhead. She became a blonde like her mama. I was born with kind of reddish strawberry blonde hair too, and then it turned blonde. And then it goes dark when we get older. It's weird. We have changing color hair all throughout our lives. We're like mood rings. The mood rings of people. Our hair changes color depending on our mood, I guess.
I told my daughter that I was like, you have hair color like mine. And she's like, no, Dad, my hair doesn't have any gray in it. I was like, damn you, child. Okay. All right. I think I can read this now. Good.
All right.
2 other men have come forward. Greg Gillespie and Mike Mancini, who have given documentation showing that they had similar experiences with Owens, who also dragged both of them to court to litigate issues surrounding alleged pregnancies and alleged DV. In the Mancini case, I'm going to call it the Mike case. That's easy. Even when I know names, I almost butchered them. I'm like, wait a minute.
The Mike case will do.
The Mike case. In the Mike case, Owens sent him documents claiming to have ovarian cancer and one ovary removed, as well as pregnancy with twins. She has since claimed those documents were faked without saying by whom. So, mystery faker. The public watching the case raised $5,600 in one evening. Actually raised a lot of expenses very, very quickly, By the way, this is funny. So Megan, we typically, like, if we're inviting people, we typically share them through Twitter or something like that. And Megan, like, after a while, she was like, hey, I sent you a link. And I was like,
where are you? I'm like,
yeah,
I didn't.
It was like,
I
wait a
don't
minute,
know
it's in
why.
my email.
You know why I don't? Do you know why I didn't send it on Twitter? Because I always remember when you tell me that Twitter, you don't get your messages. So I just
but you could have been like,
you.
hey, I sent you a link. No,
I know, I'm an idiot.
That was crazy.
I sent it to you. So you're like thinking we didn't invite you. It's sitting in your email box.
I was sitting stewing. I was like, damn those people. Actually, I don't remember why. I think I was watching a movie with the kids anyway, so it was all good. But I would have planned, to watch it later. But no, Meg. No, I'm just giving you a hard
I know.
time.
Hang on a second. I got a little one asking me questions.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Actually, maybe I'm going to read forward just for this paragraph. No, actually, I shouldn't in case Megan wants to add in something. What I'll do is I'll hit a couple of super chats real fast, and Megan will be right back. Give me 1 minute here. By the time I get this set up, she'll be back.
All right, I'm here.
I told you. I was like, no, what I'll do is I'll read some super chats real quick. I was like, by the time I get this set, Megan will be back. And bam, I got it set right there.
Okay, I'll pretend to be gone. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. It's good. I didn't want to read forward because, there may be something you want to add to in there. Like you were saying, there are things. God, there's so much that happens. I either forget items there here and there, or, I don't know something has happened in the daytime. Lord, these cases, when they're active, they are really active.
Yeah.
So the public watching the case, they raised $5,600 to help Mike get his laptop checked by a forensic analyst to prove that Owens sent the document claiming cancer and pregnancy. The report was sent on Tuesday and says that Owens sent all the documents to Mike. I'll read this when we finish this. I'm going to go in because that's.
Oh yeah, we're going to read that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to.
We are definitely going to read that.
Mm-hmm. There have been many big moments during this paternity battle. I've reported on them here. Link. Bam. Hit all those links, by the way. When you go in and read the thing, just give it more traffic. Just click them, click them, click them, you know.
Yep, click, 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 clickety click, folks. Get your clickety fingers ready. I know they're not broken. That's the only excuse you have if you're not clickety clicking on things.
Even if they're broken, use your toes.
Use your toes.
That's right.
And I know you don't have toe thumbs. You can't use that excuse. Only Megan Fox, the other one, not me, has that.
Somebody's gonna send you a picture, and they're gonna have like all. They're gonna be like, you shamed me, Megan. They're gonna have like all thumbs on their toes. They're gonna be all shaped like thumbs.
Share my screen just to show people these ridiculous thumbnails I'm making because it's
Okay.
hilarious. Look, it's just because the Dave one was just on the screen. Look, wait, where's the other one? Yeah, I did this one the other day. I did this one just now. This is the one that's going to premiere right after this.
That's
where's the other one? Oh, this one's coming. I'm going to read through the data on there. Look at how funny I'm doing. Look, this one was earlier today.
The algorithm supposedly likes pictures with people's faces. So
I guess. And so I'm channeling my inner DUI guy. What do you think?
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a picture with my mask that somehow has a mouth. It's gonna have a mouth under it. You can see the outline. It's gonna be like, oh my God.
I gotta send some screenshots of those to Dave and be like, I'm ripping you off.
Yeah, look at that. There he is too.
Yeah, look, see?
He's
see?
like, oh.
With the pointing finger.
Oh, you know it's funny.
I'm totally ripping him off.
Look, you can see the wire right there going to his earplug.
We'll see if my numbers get better because of the ridiculous faces. We'll see.
My thumbnails are lazy as hell. I put like 3, on the on the regular ones. If it's a video, it has 3 to 4 words, usually 4 words and a picture. It's something shocking or hit or something.
YouTube just demonetized my new video. My premiere video.
Oh
what
no!
What the hell?
I'm telling you, you should
All right,
set it.
It's gotta be the title. Maybe it's hit fetal attraction, and it won't let me do that anymore. If I edit it and I change the headline, will it redo, or do I have to upload it again?
I would re-upload just to check and see if that's the issue. That's what I would do.
Freaking A!
You can try this. You can change the title and see if it does it, but also re-upload. Remember how I was telling you should do that though, because it may fix it in within the live stream. I don't know. Possibly.
Damn.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
Stop screaming over you.
No, it used to do that to me all the time. It makes me crazy. I'm like, I want to break.
There's nothing. It's me reading a legal document. How in the hell can it be demonetized? I don't understand.
I mean, I've read some I had videos like Mike Mignola, the comic book artist. Mike Mignola is targeted online. Like it was something like that. And I was just reading some back and forth chatter. Nothing at all in that should have caused issues. But they hit them for some reason. I mean, who knows? Who knows sometimes?
I'm so mad.
I know you put all that effort in, and they're like, "Well, we'll take your effort, but we won't let you have anything with it."
I'm so mad. I can't even tell you. I'm so mad. Because I haven't been able to go live this week, and now it's like I'm trying to make some money, but I can't make any because, damn.
That's what I'm saying with streams. That's why I'm like, hey, if you'd like to back what we do, because it drives me nuts with their last updates. They still put ads in your stuff. They just don't give you any of it. And it's like, wait a minute. So it's because the whole argument is it's not advertiser friendly. So when they stick ads on it, they're advertiser friendly. They're just not, giving you anything for your effort.
Ugh, it's so annoying.
It's
so annoying.
I know.
All right, I'm going to try a new headline and see if that works.
All right, you try that. I'm going to read. And if you hear me hit something there, add it in. Okay.
All right, will do.
So this new revelation might be the most outrageous yet. Owens not only filed a paternity action in August 2023 against Echard, but she also filed an order of protection against him, claiming that she was in fear that he would harm her or the babies. What was that?
The babies in quotation, sarcastic quotation marks. By
I
the
don't know
way,
if you heard my phone. Like it was
I
one of
did.
my-
I heard it was like beep.
Yeah, it's a freaking cat. It was when I've got a camera outside. I was like, "What the heck's setting a camera off?" You know, it was a freaking cat. It's walking around, prancing around like it owns the place. Not even mine. I'm like, "Where'd you come from?"
Oh, that's funny.
But the OOP against him, claiming that she was in fear that he would harm her or the babies. The public.
Babies.
The public did not have access to the hearing until this week when it was uploaded to YouTube. It showed how drastically Owen's story has changed. Indeed. That is, again, anybody, if you're just catching up this case, don't watch that until you can, like, read all the here, and here. Catch up these articles and then go in and check out that video because it's just insane. Recently, in a court filing, she accused podcaster Dave Neal of fabricating an ultrasound video sent to him on October the 12th. In Echard's response, it was revealed that Owens herself sent the very same video to the Bachelor podcast, Reality Steve. That's crazy, too. The video was identical to one posted on YouTube 6 years before Owens claimed it was her sonogram from 2023. By the way, that drove me crazy in that hearing too, because the judge, I mean, he couldn't follow this. Clayton's like, look, this is, how did she upload?
He didn't even know what Reddit was. He didn't even know what Reddit was. He was like, do you know who this person is? This Reddit Jen person? No, I don't. Well, how else would it have gotten there? Like, I don't know, maybe because she put it in a Dropbox open to everyone on the internet, sir. Well, I'm sure he'd be like, what's a Dropbox? Like, I mean, this guy is like a boomer who hasn't done anything since brick phones were in style. So this shouldn't be allowed. They should have a judicial assistant maybe who stands next to them going, sir, YouTube dates their videos and we can tell that it's 6 years old because it says on YouTube and you can't change that.
Well, even Echard said that. And the judge got stuck on this idea that Laura Owens uploaded that video. And what was crazy about it, too, is her lawyer kept saying, they're so similar. They're so similar to one another, you know, all these ultrasounds. But then they were saying, that image that was put up by someone on Reddit, you see the ultrasound there, that's what makes it distinct. It had to be him which was a lie anyway, but still.
But she admitted that she sent that to him. And then she admitted she also sent it to some in the media.
Yeah.
And now we know she sent a 21-week sonogram claiming that was her kid. And now her expert says, what does her expert say? She miscarried before October 16th. October 16th was the 21st week. But she had to have miscarried before then and before the 20th week, or she would have owed fetal death certificates. So where does she get off saying that she had a 21-week-old fetus living inside her when she was told she miscarried?
Oh, I got a kid over here. What'd you do? Oh, did you hit it on something?
I thought that was one of my kids. So I'm starting to mishear. Like, I think Tug's kid is my kid when I hear a little kid voice, and I'm like, what? What's happening?
It had what on it?
The rock pop with what had melons.
Melons on it.
Yeah, with the west part on it, and the green part, it's the side of the watermelon part.
Oh, man.
And the blue part maybe with blueberries.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I can tell you've eaten a rocket pop. Your mouth is solid blue. And your lips are solid blue. All right, hey, go upstairs. You better enjoy your show in case the power goes out. We're gonna get hit by those storms that have been hitting everybody else. I can hear them started. So you better go up there. Go.
Oh, we got storms early this morning.
Get done.
Yeah, we'll get our video done after a little while. It's got a little while more, though. You go with your thing, and if... you make sure to have your device. If the power goes out, you can come over here, okay?
Okay.
All right, use your light so you can see to come here, okay? Yeah. All right, go. All right, sorry about that. If the power goes out, I'm like, oh no. Yes, if I
We
cut
had
off
big storms
suddenly.
this morning and lots of wind and stuff. And then it ended up being a beautiful day, though. It didn't last.
Well, we've had the clouds for it. They shut down. Weirdly, I remember, when I would go to school, like they wouldn't shut it down for anything. Now they shut schools down here for weather. So these storms, they shut the schools down. They were afraid that, and with and good reason, because I mean this storm front has been pretty bad. But if I disappear, you know why.
Then we'll know why. We'll know
Yeah,
why.
it'll take me a few minutes to fix it. If
Don't
I
worry,
just...
I'll hold down the fort and we'll do shots or something.
All right. Neil matched up the two perfectly on his YouTube channel, and it's evident that they are the same video with a different header added to include Owens' name. So that's craziness.
And I have it set to play just at the part. Well, no, maybe I don't on this one. So no, I don't. But if you wanted to see it, it's like at the 20-some minute mark. You can kind of scrub through and see where he puts them together. And I think it's right at around the 20-minute mark if you want to play it. Because it is kind of, it's kind of amazing.
Give me a minute. I'll do that, actually. It'll take me just a second.
Yeah, it's right around the 20-some minute mark. And he starts playing them together. And it's so clear. And look, people... You don't have to be. And the judge was like, well, I'm not a biologist. I'm not an obstetrician. You don't have to be an obstetrician to look at a video and go, oh, yeah, they're exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
you just need to have two working eyeballs, sir.
Yeah, but he just, well, it was amazing. He would take the word again in that one picture. That these things, she couldn't have sent that to anyone else. And again, that was a lie anyway. But even if it wasn't, they had told me over and over again, these things, we can't tell the difference. But when she was talking about it, we could tell the difference.
But, if you would normally, if there was a jury there, you would play this for the jury, and the jury would make up their minds if they thought it was the same video or not. That's the standard. Does the jury think... Oh yeah, it's absolutely the same video, but he'll play it together where they're moving in sync, and that's even more impressive. I think it's a little further back. I think he plays them together, or maybe not. Maybe it is right around there. Maybe it's after that. He starts playing them together. Yeah.
They're merged together a little bit right here, like that. Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, he's starting to put them over on top of one another.
That's wild.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
You can see it's the same damn video. I mean, it's not even a question.
They're merged together.
They're perfectly. It's you don't need to be an expert to see it. You could just be a member on a jury and go, "Oh yeah, same. Couldn't be. She fabricated it." And
that was another thing we were supposed to all get sued over, remember?
Right. And what's important is that she admitted now, under oath, to Judge Judy, she sent this sonogram video to Clayton. He asked her, and I played the clip of it. It's in here, I think. I think the clip is... If it's not, I have it on my Twitter feed, of her saying, oh, yeah, he says, did you send me the sonogram video that I have in my email? Yes, I did. And that's this one. The one that Dave debunked.
That is so wild. I mean, that's perfectly matched up. Perfectly. Let me play that again. I mean, you can see them overlaid. Just there's.
If you, I feel like it's even further back. Oh yeah, there you go. There we go.
Yep. I mean, you can see them.
Look at them moving.
Yep. Bam. Right on top of one another too. I mean, that's freaking wild. It's wild because you have this level of evidence. Yeah. Well, Dave, if she didn't want to motivate people like Dave or like us, threatening to sue is probably the worst thing to do because it motivates people because they, we are now part of the trial as well. We're tied into it. So
it's true. I hate it when that happens, but it's happened in a couple of cases. It happened in Kowalski's trial. It happened in the Depp trial. Like, LawTube and LawTube adjacent channels keep ending up as part of motions and stuff in cases, which I don't particularly enjoy.
Right.
However, if it's needed to bust open a lie like this, well, then I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to be, exposed like that. But damn, do your job, lawyers. Just, look into your own cases and check your claims. Check the claims that your clients are making.
Well, and there's something wrong when one lawyer is focused more on social media and trying to threaten people into silence that are talking about this than focusing on arguing the case. Like
Right.
there's a real problem there,
He's
And
focused all his time on PR because he wants her to come out of this somewhat not damaged in the public sphere, but it's not working.
no,
No one is supporting Laura Owens. Not one person who's looked at this has been like, yeah, I think that this woman is telling the truth. No one. No one.
because it's so transparent. Like there are so many questions that pop up that you can answer with a oh my God, this is fake. And that's the problem. There is no question about it. When you go in and you're like, well, maybe because this kind of topic anyway is not something that you're really want to get into. Like it's such a delicate situation. So it's something you want to be right about. And yeah, this would be something I would want to avoid in almost all cases. But it shows you, like how bad some of these cases are. And this is a terribly egregious case. And it just points out how many others are out there. How many others? Because, if you look at the backlog of this one person by themselves, the answer is more. The answer is definitely more.
Oh, and wait till you hear Woodnick's new motion. He has put it together in this incredible 11-page piece of art. It's so good. I read it through the first time. Right before I came on with you, I read it through and I recorded myself on my first read through of it with real reactions. And I'm putting up the first part of it tonight after this. And then the second part will go up tomorrow morning. And it's epic. It's probably the best piece of writing that Greg Woodnick has done so far. And
I love
it puts
live
it
reading
all
those.
together.
I like he does a really good job with his. Like he puts in fun descriptors, but he gets to the point. That's the problem Gingras has. Gingras is all over the board, bringing up the orange man and this and that. They're not concise. And when they are, you can tell he doesn't know the case. It's bad it's bad when a YouTuber knows the case better than you. Just to be honest, I think that's terrible. But Owens also sent a still photo of the sonogram to Echard and Neil, claiming it was 21-week-old son. In the email to Neil on October 12th, 2023, she wrote, quote, "The last imaging was troubling to me because I thought the boy's profile looked kind of weird, attached, but the sonogram didn't say anything. I guess I just don't know how to read these things and I'm probably overanalyzing. The girls looked fine." That's crazy. Despite these emails from her email address with the documents attached, Owens claimed through her attorney, David Gingras, that she had nothing to do with either of them and that Neil received them from someone who fabricated them. But in new footage from the OOP hearing in October, Owens very clearly states that she sent both the video and the 21-week sonogram photo to Echard, claiming it was their son. She sent the same image and video to Reality Steve, who forwarded it to Neil. That's wild, too. It's wild to just change up things over and over. Actually, let me see if it catches sound. Here, that'll be loud, too.
Yeah, it's going to be loud because I took it from yours. It's nice to be able
to turn it down. Yeah, that's the one thing I was like, well, I got it loud enough that we have to turn it down. I feel good about that. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I'm not hearing it at all. Why am I not hearing it? Are you sharing a window or a browser?
Do it.
Are
Did
you
you say?
sharing? I didn't hear it.
Oh, you
We
can't hear
can't
that.
hear it.
You
Are
can't hear
you
the
sharing a
inbreeding.
window or a browser?
It's umbrella. I'll have to go in and pull
I wonder
that
why
up
it
on.
wouldn't. I wonder why it wouldn't share the
I'll have to.
sound.
I'll have to pull it, and it's because I'm showing it through a different browser than the one that I'm set up in Streamlab. Like I have
Oh,
a
I see. You have to share
yeah.
it through the browser you're on
It has to be the
Streamlab with.
browser, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So let me set it real
Yeah.
quick. Yeah,
Oh, and this is
that's
the
all good.
smoking gun, by the way. This is the smoking gun. She has denied through David Gingras that she ever sent any. He says there's no October sonogram. He says it doesn't exist. He says I've never heard of an October sonogram. That's what he says,
All right, so
which of
here's
course
the.
is absurd.
We should be able to hear this one for sure.
Yes.
Questions? Okay, don't argue with it though.
Yes. Miss Owens, did you send me via email an ultrasound video?
Yes.
You did? Okay. That was sent by you. Okay. Did you also send me an ultrasound photo via email?
Yes, I did.
You did? Okay.
But the video,
Do you
was not
have-
the video I was trying to attach for you.
So the video that I received,
Yes.
you sent that video?
Yes.
Yes.
Questions?
Yeah, I mean that's just straight up.
There it is. She sent it, and that is the one. We're talking about the 21-week sonogram photograph and also the video that Dave already debunked that was from a 6-year-old video on YouTube.
It's just
There
so
it is.
wild. It's just
Smoking
so wild.
gun.
Gaming. She's gaming. She's playing. You know, and she can't keep up with what she's done. That's one of the problems that a lot of these folks have. They can't keep up with everything that they've claimed or everything they've done. We've
So
seen
the
that.
second attempt also failed. So now I'm changing the thumbnail because I think maybe because I had the word slays in the thumbnail. Do you think slays would have done it? What happened to you? Tug, where'd you go? Oh no. Tug? Okay. Oh no, he lost power. All right, everyone. It's a 5-alarm fire. He lost power. I'm still here. Tug is gone. Oh no. And I don't have control over the studio. So I'm just going to have to take your comments. I'm just have to read your comments because I'm not allowed to. I can't. I can't make the studio work. Oh no. I hope that there aren't really bad storms where he is. Are there super bad storms? I haven't even looked. What's going on in Tennessee? Oh no, his power's out. It's just me now. It's just me and you, folks. It's just me and you. All right, everybody get your whiskey out. It's time to start drinking. All right, right now I'm battling with YouTube to get them to stop saying that my video of reading Woodnick's filing is somehow unsuitable for advertisers. So I'm trying again with a different thumbnail. All right. Ram Design says, pour me up another double shot of whiskey. I've got my whiskey right here. I've got an entire, what do you call this thing? A decanter on my desk. Bad storms in Nashville. Oh, do you think his power is going to come back on? Oh no. We didn't. Yes, you can pull out your weed. It is now time, Flux, to pull out your weed. Do you think, let's look at the Doppler. I can't pull it up on the screen, but I'm going to look at the Doppler in Nashville. Nashville storms. I know he's not too far from Nashville. Oh no, there's a tornado alert. Oh no. Severe storms spawn tornadoes across Tennessee Valley. Oh, good Lord. Current radar. Okay, let's look. Let's look at the current radar. Hold on. Confirmed. Large destructive tornado moving into southeast Williamson County. When was this? 6:57 p.m. It's 7:29 there now. With a rare tornado emergency for a confirmed powerful destructive tornado. That's not good news. Oh my God. I haven't checked on Dave. I got to check on Dave. Oh, Tug's power is back on. He's restarting, and he'll be here momentarily. But I got to check on Dave. I got to send Dave a text message. Hold on. He's got a brand new baby and a tornado. You got to be kidding me. Are you safe from storms?
Oh, man, my power went out.
All right. So I'm looking at the Doppler, and I got to tell you, it doesn't look good. Are
No,
you in
I
the
can,
path?
yeah,
of-
it's pretty bad right here. You can hear it hitting right now. I'm on my cell phone, so I can't pull my document back up.
Yeah, you sound pretty bad. Now
Yeah,
at
yeah.
5:46 p.m. a tornado was on the ground near Columbia.
It's
Where
bad. You can hear it. Ooh, you can hear it like hitting. It's that storm front that's been hitting everybody. It's hitting us. Woo, yeah, it's pretty nasty sounding. But it knocked our internet. My power came back on, but my internet's out. So
your internet's out. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I'm gonna give it a minute or two and see if it resets.
Yeah. I
And if it
mean,
resets, then
it says okay, so I'm
oh hell
looking
yeah, it reset. Hey, I'm gonna drop
good.
and then
Okay.
yeah. Now I may get knocked back out again. Never know. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna drop out and then I'll come back. All right.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right, so I'm looking. There's a tornado watch right now between Green Hill, LaGuardo, Gallatin, Hendersonville. It's like right in the middle there by this large body of water that is the Cumberland River. That's the only one I'm seeing currently. I don't know though. Let me check
All right,
Twitter.
let's see if this works.
Ooh, now you sound good. You sound real
well,
good.
I have to keep the phone away. I'm always afraid I'm gonna. It has a camera on it. I wouldn't say it. My little one's calling me from upstairs. Give me a second.
Okay, are they scared? They're probably scared.
She's probably like, "What the heck's going on?"
Yeah,
So give me one second.
Okay, so I am searching Tennessee tornado. Man, the weather lately that's spring for you, you guys. Spring in the Midwest. I grew up in tornado country, and my cousins live in Tornado Alley in Oklahoma, and it's terrifying, absolutely terrifying. Ooh, we've got video of the Columbia, Tennessee tornado system taken at 5:38 p.m. near Burns Road. I know I can't show it to you, but I'm looking at it on. Oh my God, Clarksville, Tennessee has a really big one. I mean, whoo boy, 4 hours ago. But I don't know what's going on right now, this very second. Let me look. 52 minutes ago, a strike was reported. Ooh, Columbia, Tennessee looks terrifying.
That was
all right, I got to share this with you. You got to see this. This is unbelievable. How far is Columbia from you? Is that far?
I don't remember. Let me see. I'll tell you in a minute. Give me a second. I'll tell you.
You can pull up my screen. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what it looks like over Columbia. It's intense. Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad. I can hear it. I hear it right now. It took out stuff. My daughter was like,
This is spring in the Midwest. I mean, welcome to the Midwest, folks. This is how it is. Like tornado. I grew up in Illinois. Illinois is Tornado Alley. Also, we had a huge one hit by my dad's store. He had a grocery store in Oak Lawn, and there was a famous tornado that ripped through Oak Lawn and like put a bus on top of a building, and it was pretty. I remember doing a school report on it, and tornadoes are just a fact of life when you live in those areas. Since I've been in New York, we don't have any tornadoes here. It's not really tornado country. We have big, powerful storms, but we have more. We'd be more apt to have water spouts than we do tornadoes here.
It's bad. I mean, I lived down in Oklahoma at one time. I moved out to
that's
Oklahoma.
Bad there.
I've never been in a place so flat. They had some weird stuff. So I went to a public park one time and went over to the benches, and I thought, what are these weird little things sticking out of the ground? And I was messing with them. I was like, these are arrows. What the so I was looking around, and they had a shrub wall off to the right. It was pretty low. Well, on the other side of the shrub wall was an archery range, and it wasn't high enough that if somebody misfired, if they fired too high, it would go over and hit the picnic area.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So I was like,
Okay,
man,
that's
that is the best
insane.
design I've ever seen. You know, that's a very smart design. Let me pull up that freaking filing.
Somebody told me that Dingus just tweeted. I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, look and see what it's about. If it's anything. He's like, I hope those storms kill all those YouTubers.
Oh my God, he's posting photographs of Mike Maricini on Twitter.
What the fuck? I'm going over there right now.
He says post shared with permission. Whose permission? Whose
Not Mike
permission did he
Maricini's,
get
I'm
from
sure.
this? Certainly not Mike Maricini's. Mike Maricini's a good-looking guy, man.
He is, actually. I'm looking at that.
Dang.
Yeah, he put a Dropbox
I gotta
there,
text
so-
him right now and tell him what's happening. Damn,
So
this
he
guy.
posted a audio clip behind that. It's a 26-minute audio. That's what that is. That picture. It's a link
To what?
to a Dropbox. It's a Dropbox with a 26-minute audio. I don't know what it is. Let me see.
An audio.
Oh, it's one of her podcasts.
Oh, right. This is the okay. So they did at least 10 episodes together of some like KGO broadcast.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean anything. All we know is that he was actually, it seemed like she was holding this financial thing over his head, this radio show. Like, you're going to do a radio show with me and you're going to get paid big money. And by the way, I sent a FOIA request, not a FOIA request. I sent a press inquiry to the guy who purported to be Ron Owens's, what do you call him? Handler, not handler. What do you call the guy who gets you the jobs in Hollywood? Not a producer.
Headhunter, those headhunters.
An agent. An agent.
That's it. Agent.
Her father's agent sent Mike Maricini emails from a Gmail account, allegedly. And I contacted him recently to say, hey, did you send these emails? Because Mike is now thinking that this wasn't him at all. It was Laura, probably. Right? And I never got a response. I still haven't got one. And really, if this guy is still a good friend of Ron Owens, is he going to respond to me and tell me the truth? No, absolutely not. But she's put all these people in a bad situation. So this audio that Gingras has now shared is of not a podcast, but a radio show that Laura was trying to tell Mike that he could have.
I just downloaded it
if he stayed with her,
because I want to see what's there, you know. And
yeah, download it. I gotta download it too.
I downloaded it.
We shouldn't play it till we hear it, probably.
Here, yeah, I'm not going to. Hey, mute your thing. You can sit over in the chair over there and play your stuff, okay? Yeah. Hey, tell.
Okay. I gotta send a text. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay. Possible tornado heading to Shelbyville right now.
I've been knocked
Talk-
off again. Hey, I'm going to have to end this. It's going to get
Yeah.
nasty, I think.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I guess the kids will be. We'll go over stuff. And I'll probably go over some stuff tomorrow. We'll figure it out from there.
All right. Be safe. Be safe.
All right. Later, folks. I'm just going to end.
Good night, everybody.